Let's turn now to Pasadena Fire Chief Chad Augustin. Thanks for being with us. And we should say that you are primarily focused on fighting the Eaton fire. What's the situation on the ground?
Yeah, the last about 18 hours have been really dynamic. We're preparing for a widespread wind event, but the devastating wildfires that broke out last night were incredible. And we had a wind-driven fire with 70 to 80 mile an hour wind gusts, with spotting embers 2+ miles ahead of the fire. And we quickly were losing potentially hundreds of homes and thousands of acres were burning. So it was a really busy night for crews.
Is there enough water to fight these fires? As I understand it, the water systems weren't designed to sustain the kind of usage that's required at the moment.
Yeah, that's a great question. And so a lot of our water systems are old, up to 100 years old or more, and a lot of them rely on gravity feed. We did have a short period of time last night when we had a loss of power, which did impact our water supply. But that was quickly resolved. And really, we could have had almost unlimited water with 70 mile an hour wind gusts and ember spotting, ember casts 2 to 3 miles. We just, like, you had fires on multiple blocks ahead of where there was, dirt and buildings on fire. So it was such a challenge for our firefighting crews.
And how are those wind gusts limiting the air resources available to fight those fires?
Thank goodness this morning, throughout the day, actually, they've been continuing to settle down. And so we've been able to put aircraft, both helicopters and airplanes in the air and doing water drops over the last 2 to 3 hours.
You've got 4 fires burning all at once. All of LA County is under threat. How do you decide to deploy already strained resources?
Yeah, the great thing about California is our mass mutual aid system. And we are sharing resources up and down the state, really all summer and all fall. And in this instance, we have, about a dozen agencies just within LA County assisting each other. And then we ordered up 60 strike teams from all up and down the state and even Arizona, because we recognize that none of us has enough resources.
What more resources do you need?
What we needed yesterday was many more fire engines, and what will be helpful today is, as we're getting up to about 10 aircraft overhead doing water drops, retardant, and then we can use hand crews and fire engines to really get a containment line, and we can stop the forward progress of this fire. And then equally important is, as that wind starts to die down, we have way less erratic fire behavior, and we can actually predict where that fire is going to be spreading.
Have you ever seen a fire this bad in your career?
This is as bad as I've ever seen. And of course, as the fire chief, right, I have the responsibility of overseeing public safety for such a beautiful town. Just a week ago, right, we were celebrating the parade and the Rose Bowl game. And so while there was such pride in the city, here we are a week later with mass devastation. So really tough for myself and your city leadership, but also proud of the hard work that everybody has come together to do. And last night, there was some really heroic efforts by our law enforcement and firefighters as they were pulling people out of burning buildings and rescuing them. And those are the things that really, we lost a lot of buildings, but a lot of lives were saved last night.
What's the best case scenario in terms of getting these fires contained?
Yeah, the best case scenario is over the next 24 to 48 hours, the winds continue to die down and we get more aircraft in here and more fire crews. And then we get a good scratch perimeter all around this fire. We contain it, and then we start really hitting down the hot spots. Then we're in a much better position. But those erratic winds really made a bad situation worse last night with a wind-driven fire.
Pasadena Fire Chief Chad Augustin, thanks for making time to join us, and our best to you, your crew, and all the folks in the affected area.
Thank you so much.